why did you choose politics as a career? Because it's not the most obvious one that a woman would pick. So what was it for you that was appealing?
Well, it was really all about my grandmother. And when I grew up in upstate New York, she was this powerhouse in politics. And she started out really young, when she was just 20 years old, and she was the secretary in our state legislature. She realized, obviously, that women had so little political power. So few women were elected to office. Very few women were on the national stage. And so that she could have an impact on who got elected and what issues were being discussed, she decided to get involved. And what she and her friends did is they created a women's group, and they became this advocacy group for the next 50 years. And they elected candidates that shared their values.
Amazing.
And so when she did that, I always thought that someday, somehow, I could be part of that, either part of campaigns or part of public life or part of public service. And I always thought, you know, someday I'll do this. And there was a number of things that happened that really inspired me to action. And one was Secretary Clinton. And when she was First Lady, if you remember, she went to China.
Yeah.
And when she went to China, she gave that famous speech where she said, women's rights are human rights and human rights are women's rights. And
what a quote. I mean,
it was so powerful. And I was just a young lawyer, you know, working on cases, and thought, you know, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing to make a difference? And I had studied in Beijing. I'd actually been to China. I'd traveled all across China as a student in college. And I thought for her to give that message at that time to that audience was transformational, because in China, in the countryside, still girl babies were being killed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so I thought I should be doing something more.